Welcome back to part 2 of my journey with the Frouds, where I tell you guys all about my journey with learning from Brian and Wendy Froud the craft of drawing and sculpting fairies. Chapter 1 is going to start us out in France. Now, as I said in part 1, this is going to take me to different lands and different places. The journey absolutely starts in childhood, though, with Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal. It wasn't until I got my hands on a copy of Good Fairies, Bad Fairies that I became completely engrossed in his artwork. But as a young witch, the Fairies Oracle was life-changing for me. Tarot cards never really spoke to me, but it wasn't until I got the Fairies Oracle that I was receiving clear messages from the Fae. And it truly made me realize that Brian Froud is special. He's not just an artist, he's a shaman. The page is a portal for him. Our first leg of the journey begins in France. I had found out that Brian was teaching a drawing class, his first class ever, at a medieval castle in France in a place called Belcastel. I didn't care if I had to move a mountain, I was getting there. Now, 10 years ago, I was a tattoo artist, so can you imagine the gravity of not only learning how to draw fairies from this man, but getting to go on this magical journey to a place that just felt suspended in time. This place was on the Aveyron River and was also known as a stronghold for the Knights Templar during the Crusades. I got to meet and make art with like minds and learn the method of drawing fairies from the man himself. The special honor was being a part of his first class ever. An elusive technique of learning how to draw from your heart, not from your mind. And I created some of the most unexpected pieces because I was really, truly pulling something in from another realm. I can't explain it, but if you've ever done any kind of channeling work, automatic writing, it's quite similar except with your pencil and paint. Here's some of my fairies. I spent a full week sharing living space and attending class in this magical castle, making lifelong bonds. And towards the end of the week, they had planned a feast, so we all got dressed up. We all looked like goddesses floating up to the castle to take our place around a table with knights of shining armor to feast with the fairy king and the fairy queen themselves. Simultaneously, Wendy Froud was teaching a separate group in another part of the castle how to sculpt fairies. She and I made a lovely connection, and I told her that I wanted to learn her skills as well. We agreed on an art trade, which will take us into part 3. Like and follow for more.